Is one of those days, I think. Well, I just kind of had a feeling like, maybe somebody's out here wants to chat, wants to hang out. I don't know. I mean, if not, then that's cool. I can hang out with myself. I'm perfectly content to do that. And I just I don't know. It just seemed like the vibe today was important to talk about for a minute, right? Like what was going on? There was so much just kind of downheartedness happening, reports of trolls and various asshats being asshats. What the heck? What? Why? Nathan, you're welcome to join me if you want. I'll shoot you the link, buddy. I would love to have you talking about asshats tonight. Ken, you're the best. Adam, of course. Look at this. Look at what Ken just pops out in a second, of course, because he's got that on tap. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it out loud because why not? Savor the flavor of the awesomeness in you, sir, for sharing your delectable, scrumptiously, deliciously, edibly tasty, good, heartfelt nuggets of wisdom, kindness, goodness, patience, encouragement, empathy, understanding, sincerity, perseverance, knowledge, honesty, love, hope, courage, tenacity, awesomeness, caring, positivity, compassion, passion, inspiration, resilience, respect, appreciation, gratitude, enthusiasm, guidance, motivation, sir. Ken, you're the boss, my friend. You are the boss. All right, hang on. We gotta get a little couple. Got a couple. I haven't found a hat. And with a comment like that, Randy, you're welcome. Awesome. I haven't found. Okay, because all right. I have none left. It's gone. It has evaporated from my body. So I can only wear it on my head. Okay, what am I doing? All right, I am trying to talk. I love that you guys are here. So great. So soon, so quick. So good. All right, because I had a feeling that there was going to be some folks in the house who wanted to hang out for a minute. Codgers in the house. All right. We do around here. We just get on the camera if we're willing and able. And of course, Amber would love to see you because why not? Because you're the best. And that's how we roll around here. Nathan's got to run in a minute. All right. Asshat is an amazing word, and everybody knows what it means. It's a total insult. So I sent Amber and Ken, Adam, Codgers. I know I said asshats, Randy. That's the. I know. Yes, it's all good. I'm 100% down with it. It's a good word, right? It tells us what we need to know. All right, Randy, I'm going to get you an invite. It's up to you. No pressure. But I don't want to hear that you felt left out, like anybody ever feels excluded in my world. Don't take that. So you guys have invites. All right. That's it, right? So I shared a picture of Oneonta Falls. I have no idea if that's the correct pronunciation. I made it up. Oh, Asher, of course, Asher. Asher, are you out on your mobile tonight, or do you have good bandwidth? I would love to see you around. Here you go, buddy. There we go. All right, that's going to you now. All right. Because there's nothing like just talking, right? And there was some great dialogue between Adam and I earlier today that was super fun, and I wanted to kind of unpack that a little bit. Adam Spocked and I, if you didn't pick that up, he posted this just epic movie cover spoof. Oh man, you guys got to see it. Go look it up if you didn't see it. Slide Hard, so good, right? So Adam is a trainer, And one of the things that's okay, Adam, you're good. I know, and I know it's early for me. It's only 7:45 on Saturday, right? So it's everything's fine. And it's getting late for you guys back east. All right, so basically yesterday we were okay, back up. Today, Nathan sends a short creative piece that he put together, and frankly, I don't know if he posted it or not, but it was totally awesome. Play on Star Wars, right? So good. And I just kind of been down in my own world and kind of doing some of my own stuff, but I did see Adam's post and the slide hard, and there's levels of creativity right now that are just epic. And we have Amber. Yeah. Hello. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thanks for joining. I just, I kind of had a feeling that tonight, it's been a little while since we've done the early and just kind of a spontaneous hangout where I was involved. I know these happen all the time, but they happen and nobody calls me. So, I mean, I don't know.
Exactly.
I miss out. So I thought, well, by golly, I'm going to host my own damn spontaneous live. And if anybody's out here, then they can join me.
There you go.
And if you're in the comments, then you are now. I would need to know from Nathan. Did Nathan post that, or is he planning to post that? I won't say what it is exactly, but Nathan, you need to say whether that thing got posted or not. Because if you did, I didn't see it. Oh, look we got Asher right on, brother. Asher, first time, man, because you've got bandwidth. You've got bandwidth. Now, Amber and Asher, do you guys know each other?
No.
All right.
Hi, Amber.
All right.
Hi, Asher.
Let me introduce you. So Asher is a video dude. He's got some issues with his brakes, or had at one point. He has been a supporter of the Hotness and Leisure show since episode 1, maybe. Yeah, like right on the spot, kind of in the background. He's definitely into like color and themes and things like that, and he's also got some skills in the construction world, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
That is correct.
Right. So balancing
Building,
the blue collar,
creating.
All right, man. So what I want you to know, Asher, is that you are seen. All right, you're seen by me. I see you.
Thank you so much.
And Amber. All right. So Asher. So Amber, right? So Amber Williams has been hanging around the Hotness and Leisure community for a long time. And if you guys don't know each other yet, you need to. So here's the deal with Amber. So she lives in Ohio. Her husband passed. Gosh, it's been over a year now.
Yeah. Coming up on next week will be 17 months.
Yeah. So that's been a long road, and you have found, I think, at least in terms of the stories that you tell, a community here.
Absolutely.
And it is my honor and my privilege to have been your friend for the last few months as you have navigated that water of that. I just, truthfully, can't even begin to fathom. So
Thank you. Yeah. It's been a journey. That's about the only word I can use for it.
Indeed.
And life is about to change here in a little bit. So
okay, and you have been hinting about some of this stuff. So spicy, and I've got you booked on the 344 Live for late April. Yes, I think. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So I won't ask. All right. You don't have to tell. All right.
No. But I started a new business.
Okay. All right. Well,
so I can tell that. Yeah.
What do you want to lay on us? What do you got?
Oh, wow. Okay. It's really late to be talking about this. Okay. I'm going to try to stay awake. So it's called The Golden Graph, and it's a writing and photography show. I just saw the word.
That's okay.
It is not. It's a service. And I'll be doing ghostwriting and proofreading, editing, and then anything related to photography. So
okay. I'm proud of you, right? I think that's excellent. I think that this ghostwriting stuff is, and hi to Kristen as well. I think there's some legs on this ghostwriting stuff. I was talking with my wife about this today. That there, I think is, because there's like a bajillion businesses out there that are like doing lots of business, right? Like lawyers and doctors and dentists and auto mechanics and guys who are swinging a hammer, right? And they're all looking for new business, right? They're looking for business one way or the other. And meanwhile, there's all of us who find that, oh, wait a minute, to maintain a social presence of any kind of gravitas is a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like,
so why not get paid for it?
Okay, why not get paid for it? Bingo. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Yes.
So I'll be with the ghost writing. I will be focusing on healthcare professionals.
Okay.
I'm a nurse.
Yes, you are.
I've been doing this for 19 years, and so I figure that's a specialty that I am very familiar with and
indeed
can speak to easily. So, but yeah.
Well done. Now, do you have any clients that are kind of in the wings yet, or?
I have leads, but I do not have clients yet.
Okay. So. All right. And are you running exclusively as a solopreneur, or are you in cahoots with anybody?
It's just me.
Nice. Well done. Well done. I love to hear it. All right, Asher, I want to hear your story, bud, because you're coming at me from all sorts of angles, right? You've got the break failed. I need to walk home in the middle of the rain and sleet, to I am this ultra sophisticated color master graphical guy. And so I want to marry all of these themes together and get to know you a little bit better. So thanks for showing up.
I appreciate that. First of all, I want to say, Amber, the right thing, and the fact that you have like not just a specific skill, but a specific like 100% vital. That's what I've struggled with, because like you just mentioned, it's really diverse, eclectic little background in things, but generally it's been focused on like creating things, managing things. So I grew up, I was homeschooled, really arty and creative. I like sci-fi films, and so I really wanted to be a specialist. Didn't really pursue it with any kind of seriousness like I needed to outside of a hobby, but production and manufacturing, all them typical things to get by, and they're not pleasing. They don't. And I remember in particular, I was working in one job. This has got to be about 20 years ago now. My girlfriend, ex-fiance at the time, was working at the same place. We got a new, and she didn't underperform. She didn't have any problems, but for whatever reason, punk rock girl, pink hair, whatever. So he had a big hit for us, and I couldn't afford to quit that job. All the other employees were ready to walk out because of what he did, and it did work. They got rid of that guy as a manager. But in a few weeks, he came up and he said, "I really appreciate you handling this so well. Good." I was trapped in that position. Even though it was a good job at the time, I was just trapped. And so I've been looking to build something, a better career, a better life, something for myself where I can really like excel I've had. And so I pursued more like welding, fabrication, 9 years in a fab shop. Got my degree in welding in Eastern Washington. Basically, right around that time is when COVID was peaking. I was moving over to Bremerton near my mom, and I couldn't get my certifications. There wasn't a lot of work that shipyards. I was kind of miserable in that environment. I did not like what I was looking to position, and I ended up taking a carpentry gig. And we were doing custom homes, learning the skills that I was qualified for, blueprint reading, and I'd already always studied design fundamentals, principally the science, the psychology, the sociology, everything comes together. But as a career or a degree, I'm not qualified for a lot of those things. The networks with artists, and I understand those processes. And coming from building, we can do more together. One person doesn't build a whole house. I see it happen all in project management and construction. Somebody comes in and they're the architect, and they design, they set everything right according to what people want, that vision. And then people come in and they make sure its engineering is sound. And then you have your trades that come in and pour concrete and frame and build entire project into something that's bigger than any one person can create. So that's what I've been is kind of looking at where people are at, seeing who focuses on specific skills, supporting those people that do. That's why I really love this show and this format in particular, and as much as I can. I mean, we've got all kinds of people here from Atlanta. Everybody knows each other. It's kind of getting to know each other in that professional sense, where I can look at you and say, this is a person with, and this is the skill. And that, in fact, when you said, that copywriting, that ghostwriting, I just did the branding for a client who opened his own healthcare practice, Washington.
Oh, nice.
So we did everything from his logo, his branding, his style, website. And so that's kind of one of those things we're looking for. It's like, man, if I want more clients like this, writing.
Yeah.
Because
well, guess what? Call Amber, right? Amber's ready to go. She's
call Amber. Exactly. No.
And Amber's working on all of her branding right now.
And
Perfect.
and Amber has
yeah.
She's got the chops too, right? Because she's got that nursing background, that isn't just US either. It's, you did all that work in Africa too. So, it goes, like you're not like a spring chicken rookie kind of thing, bowing out as you've
not a spring chicken anymore.
You've done your time. So good, man. I love that. So Amber, just so you know, Asher lives in the Seattle area.
Oh, okay.
Right. As I do too. And I hate to say, now, Asher, are you in Seattle proper?
No, I'm actually in Bremerton. So I'm right across from Seattle. I work in Seattle though, so I'm there 5 days a week because I do. So that's my full-time regular job plus a commute.
Okay.
And then so you see me, I'm always running around doing something.
Yeah. Okay. So and it's a stretch to say that I'm in the Seattle area because Bellingham is not Seattle, right? I mean, it's its own zone, and Bremerton really isn't Seattle either. I mean, although I do understand how you could take the ferry over and all that. So, Amber, just so you know, there's a ferry that goes right between Seattle and the sort of the Olympic Peninsula or Kitsap County, and anyway, it's I don't know, like so you're in Ohio.
I gotta take the ferry. Is that what you're telling me?
Both.
All right, look at this. We have another friendly in the house.
Sam. Hey.
Hey, Sam. How are you?
Fantastic. So what's really funny is LinkedIn told me to come here. Like I didn't even press a button. I pulled up my phone and Trevor was live. And I was like, whoa, how did I get here?
How'd this happen?
Oh,
nice.
I got a YouTube notification that Trevor was live. I'm like, okay.
No
yeah,
kidding.
I literally just got back to the hotel.
Okay, it's actually working. It's working.
Something is happening.
I can't believe it.
And Sam, you said, how did I end up here? And I'm like, I'm feeling the same way.
All right. I did have to send you the Restream link. All right.
You
did.
That had helped.
That had to happen. But oh my gosh. Okay. So Asher, I don't think you were in that. You're not in the Hotness and Leisure. No, what are we calling it now? The hush community or something. Anyway. Okay. So there's a DM chat. There's a DM chat that is mainly populated by a few ragtag misfits who were on the finale of the Hotness and Leisure show, right? And for some reason, it still has a little life, right? I don't know, but in case we still hang out there occasionally. And Stephen Ing, who is literally the godfather of the Hotness Unleasher show. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so I did the grunt work, but that dude, okay, he is the master of all. He comes in and he says, I don't know about you people, but my reach is down. and I'm like, okay, brother. I could give a master class on reach decimation techniques. and so to hear that, like, you got some sort of a notice that I was out here, doing this thing, pushing a button because I had a feeling in my heart that there was some pain in the LinkedIn community with my people, right, with my friends, and there is some pain. That's like some unhappiness. The trolls have risen up and have started to get a little trollish. What's up? Trolls. I need those. You guys gotta back it down a little bit, right? Go ahead, Ash. What's up?
I can just say that they're falling pretty heavy on LinkedIn for a while, coach, consultant, and every now and then it's kind of like, oh, it happens, you know what I mean? No big deal. But I was attending a thing, and they just started going off the deep end with the F-bombs, and I stepped up, apparently blocked me, and then one of the people from that was like harassing comments in my, like, if this is what you're teaching people, but they just kind of texted me other groups, and after I messaged them, I was like, I was trying to join your next class, so I was blocked, and I thought, how unprofessional. And they said, well, I don't care for stuffy business. We got to be pleasant people to each other, though. You know what I mean? Like, there's some
I hear
form, and like you said, man, like there shouldn't be no negativity, and we experience people that focus on what's positive. There's great people like you out here, Samantha, Amber, everybody in these comments. It's like,
yeah. I mean, and if you guys know me by now, I am one to drop the F-bomb and with pride and with pleasure. But by golly, if you will hear it dropped against somebody.
Oh, yeah.
You will not hear that from me. Okay.
Yeah.
It might be against a trend or a thing in the world, but I am not going to do it against somebody. Okay. Not here, not that way. That is just not how I roll. And if we don't get a laugh out of me dropping an F-bomb someplace or whatever, then I haven't done it well. Okay. Because that is always the intent. Okay. It's just to create some fun and levity, because gee whiz, people. I mean, come on. Like, why do we have to be so serious all the damn time, right? I mean,
we're a bunch of adults. Like, come on.
I hear you. And it reminds me. So, do you guys know this? There's a dude out here named Chris Bogue. You know him?
No.
All right. So Chris Bogue is he's heavy into the Whiskey Wednesday culture. He's a big kind of player in that, and he does a lot of video, and he really he's good. He's like a sales kind of guy, and he's got this whole video brand thing going. And dude's an F-bomb dropper like nobody's business, especially when you get him out of like a public. And I love that, right? I'm just like, I love it when you just let her rip and just be authentic. And yeah, we kind of have to, we can't always be professional all the time. So
yeah, before our cuddle show, me and Jeremiah on our last one, like we were both just kind of, dropping them left and right, and we were like, we cannot go live and just keep dropping all these like we're supposed to be professional, right?
Yeah.
That's what the brand is all about, right? I'm like, that's it. We're just gonna drop them, like, and we spent literally 5 minutes just cursing at each other. every curse that we could do, and like literally for like probably 2 minutes before we went live, and we just got it all out. We did not one F-bomb. I was so proud of us.
Nice. See now,
I said Disney freaking princess for the
there you go. Now, so the 344 is officially a safe for work program. All right. So we don't, but Amber, so when you come on, you'll find, and Sam, you were on the test phase, and this hasn't all been worked out, but when you were on, right? So there is a warm up. All right.
Mhm.
And then there is a, what do we call it? What would be the word for the I don't know, the party afterward, whatever that is, right?
Amber,
The
this is you.
yeah. So we're gonna there's
We're
a time in the middle, right? So the time in the middle, we're recorded,
on.
and it's professional, right? There's no F-bombing. It's all good,
Have
unless
you ever
Adam.
heard me give an F bomb?
No, and I don't expect to.
And you
you're
won't.
you're under no pressure.
I would love to hear. I would love to hear Amber drop an F bomb.
Well,
Just saying.
Well, I think we can let Amber be her true authentic self. I utmost respect for her and where she's coming from, and you know that I'm you know I know I come across as a very sensitive and and you know toe the line kind of guy, but you know I've been known to drop one here and there. So yeah,
Yeah.
we are good.
I can totally turn into a sailor.
Yeah, I've got that in me. So all right, so you know, I had no real true intent here other than I think we're getting there, which was to reclaim the space, right? Reclaim the space from the trolls. I just had the vibe that they were in force, and Asher block those motherfuckers, you know? I'm just sick of it. Okay? I mean, why do they gotta do it? Well, okay, so my new all right, so there's a little bit of an inside joke between me and Mike Phillips. All right. So if you don't know Mike, you gotta know Mike. And he is one of us, right? And he is he's a deep thinker. All right. And so one day I posted that one of my favorite words was turgid, and turgid is a really good word because it encapsulates so much behavior on this platform, right?
I don't know what turgid means.
Okay, I'll Google it for a minute.
I noticed
tell you.
that you used that word.
Yeah, I use it all the time because it means
tediously. I've seen him use it a couple times.
Tediously pompous or bombastic. All right.
Nice. Okay. Bombastic.
All right, we're gonna look up bombastic. Bombastic means but with little meaning, high sounding, but with little meaning or inflated. All right. So we're saying we're tediously pompous or high sounding with little meaning and inflated. All right. Does that sound like anybody out here? Like anybody? Any influencer? Oh, brother, yes. And Elijah's here too, brother. Sam, turd plus detergent. Elijah, now you were.
I love my friends.
Where was I when okay, I gotta know, Sam. I know you were in on this. When was the live that was the old people talking? When did Elijah? When was did you drop that? No, I thought it was Elijah that dropped that one.
So we were trying to help Nathan figure out coaching stuff and live stuff, and we were like playing with this stuff. So I'm like trying to explain to him how the Restream platform works, and he's trying to figure it out while I'm telling him what to do. And Elijah's just like, tonight, old people trying to
old people trying to figure stupid shit out. Yes.
2-hour live recording of it.
Okay.
You know what, Trevor? I have to say, you have emboldened us all to just randomly do live events, because I did one with Adam today, and Amber joined. It was awesome. Jasmine freaking Alick joined. I was like,
no kidding. Okay, no, don't say Jasmine. He'll rip you because he did me on the Hotness show. So it's Yasmin.
Yasmin.
Or Jay. You can call him Jay.
That sounds way cooler.
Yeah, Yasmin. Yasmin.
But yeah, he joined, and I was like, whoa, like fangirl moment.
Fangirl, because that dude. Okay, I discovered him when he was at 8,000 followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I started following him because of your show, it was like 13.
Yeah, dude's a boss. He's awesome. He's
Kind of incredible.
He's got it going, and you
Yeah.
know his spirit is just awesome. All right, so who was it that put in the comment a bunch of old people talking? Was that I think
Eliza.
I thought it was.
Guy
All right.
right here.
All right, I thought it was Elijah. Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, Ken, and I'm not old either, brother. I am okay. I gotta tell you, now Nathan, sorry, by the time when I found Yasmin, he was around 8, and that was at the inception of the Turquoise Background Group and a club with TBG, and then by the time he showed up on the Hotness Unleashed show, he was substantially more, and then somehow over the holiday season, he just blew up, like just totally went insane. Like
he's at almost 70,000 now.
Went from 20 to 50, and now he's just off the charts, right? So
yeah,
I mean that's awesome. Like, and he just seems to be just doing it right, and he's giving out great advice and all that stuff. So anyway, where was I? I had something I was gonna say. Damn it.
We were talking about old people figuring stuff out.
Old people figuring stuff out. I don't know. Anyway, reclaiming the space. That's what we're doing here right now, right? We don't have time for trolls.
This is a great group.
We're just gonna push that go live button, and if somebody wants to record this, they can. Okay, what they're gonna have to do, they're gonna have to rip it out of YouTube and upload it into some tool, which I have, and because I do that all the time. I ripped Adam's safety tips for recording video in your truck. I had to do that.
Okay. Trevor, I've never heard you laugh so much as I heard you laugh this week.
Well, you people are funny, you know. Oh man, it's like there's some funny stuff. The other thing was in the after party with Jason Widup and I. So you guys probably don't know Jason because he doesn't really hang out in this community too much, but he's the VP of marketing for Metadata, which is a B2B marketing management tool. Okay. And they're all the shit here on LinkedIn. Okay. And he runs that. So he got a kidney stone. All right. Guy gets a kidney stone and he posted about this. It's not like it's HIPAA or anything. And yeah. And I was just giving him gas because in his post about it, he put in a note, some sort of LinkedIn, like you can survive the pain of a kidney stone translates to like some sort of persistence message. Just like, what the? Are you crazy? Why did we do this? What? It's just a kidney
posted.
stone. It just sucks. Okay, there's no redemption.
I don't have water right now.
How do you I mean, how deep into this LinkedIn world are we of having to like
translate everything to LinkedIn, right? There has to be a meaning.
There has to be
always a lesson in everything.
Oh,
come on, Nathan. Where is our? We were telling
guys.
Nathan he needs to be a fake guru and to tell all the bad advice. It's kind of epic. I hope he does it.
Sometimes I think I should just start making shit up. I don't know.
Why not? As long as you have 9 steps to it, people will listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a list.
47 cameras in my car to prove how you can survive a kidney stone to make it in business. Oh gosh. This is our world right now, people.
Nathan.
Caught between a rock and a kidney stone.
Oh
Oh
my God.
Yeah, yeah, you know, and okay, so here's a little known fact about me, right? So, you know, and Ken, I appreciate that. Yes, so serious. Kidney stone is almost as painful, supposedly, as childbirth, so they say. But I am a gout sufferer. Okay,
Ooh.
yes,
Ooh.
it's
Can you
really
relate that
bad.
to
There's
business?
nothing laughing about. No laughing.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that stopped the giggles fast.
yeah, it's like done, right? Okay, well, they didn't diagnose it until like 6 or 7 years ago because it never showed up in my toe, right? They were like, oh, well, it must be bursitis or something, or you must have twisted it, or I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And meanwhile, it finally shows up in my toe, and I remember we're at the pharmacy, and I'm waiting for the Percocet, and I'm like sweating. I'm about to pass out. You know, it's like, oh my god,
Why is this funny?
what? I don't know, but it's like there's no message. Get the medicine and don't die. You know, like that's it. Like that's okay. This no message.
You guys have officially killed Sam. This
Uh,
is not going to stop.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, you have children. I hear that hurts. I don't plan on bearing a child in my lifetime, so I assume that that's really awfully painful,
Just a little.
and that's the end, right? We don't need to go farther, right? It's like
Oh, there's no
You know-
lesson there.
no, there just isn't. It just hurts. Done.
But sometimes life just hurts.
Top 7 line waiting for my medicine.
Yeah, you know, and Ken, it must be a rich man's disease, but you know what? I've suffered it since I was like 20 years old. So anyway, yeah. It's okay. I haven't. So just so y'all know, I take allopurinol every day. It has cured my gout, and I haven't had an outbreak or haven't had a breakout since like since I started taking it.
Great.
Yeah, like 6 years or something. It's great. All my organ tests are clean. I don't have any side effects. It's great. It's the best. Yeah. So like gout medicine, allopurinol. If you have it, take that stuff.
Do you see Nathan's comment?
Okay.
Nathan's out of line.
Yes, right there, solid. Let's see. So he's on it. 'Cause Nathan is always on it.
Always. He almost made me drown in my freaking bedroom the other day.
What?
Okay, well, what does that mean?
How'd you
from
drown? Or
tears of
almost?
Because
laughter.
I was trying to drink and I thought it was a safe space. It wasn't.
Okay. Expand. Let's hear that story. It sounds like a good one.
I don't even remember. This is what happens.
Ah,
I started laughing. It was probably Elijah talking about old people on LinkedIn trying to figure stuff out. And then somebody said something, and I started laughing, but I inhaled when I laughed, and I had a mouthful of stuff. And I almost died.
brutal. Nathan, you got to be careful. You got to tone it down when Sam's in the room. We got to tone that.
Yeah,
Nathan-
I don't have water right now, so we're good.
Consistency, he said.
I learned my
Yes.
lesson.
Yes, you did. All right. So Sam, you were in a hotel room of some kind.
I am. Yeah.
Okay, because your audio is just spotless. I mean, like it's just coming
Is it
through
really?
perfectly.
I
Yes.
invested a microphone, and my regular shaky laptop is the thing that has great audio.
Yeah. You're. It's all about that. It's all about that bandwidth you got. Did you ever upgrade your Wi-Fi?
I did.
You did. Okay. Well, I guess
I got the mesh system, so now I'm gonna go in and play with some configurations and stuff.
I haven't been live with you for a little while since you upgraded that. So yeah, gotta test that out. I gotta test that out. All right. So where were we? We were defining turgid.
I'll hold another impromptu when I get home for you, Trev.
Yeah, please do. I never know if I can turn up, and I know it's like really stinking. Where are you right now, Sam?
I'm in Boston.
You're in Boston, and you're
Yeah.
with your kid, right?
Yeah,
And,
volleyball.
and where is the offspring? Because you haven't been bombed, as far as I can tell. It got to be there somewhere.
He's laying he's in bed already.
Okay.
He's a burrito.
Now, how old's boy, right?
Boy, yeah, Devin. He just turned 16
Okay.
like last month.
And he plays
Jeez,
volleyball.
it's been a month already.
And he's a volleyball guy? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's hear about that, because there's not a big not a big
I didn't
volleyball
think
community
that
out
volleyball was
in the
that
West.
cool. Like volleyball was never like a thing for me
Me neither. All right. Well, your bandwidth
growing up
suddenly
or
died.
anything. But yeah, apparently it's a thing.
Yeah.
And he really likes it. So hopefully he made a traveling team. So that's why we're in Boston and not at home.
Okay.
He's hoping to be able to get a scholarship and then, go on to his culinary school and all that stuff, which he's switched his dream school because it doesn't have a volleyball team. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you got talent, what are you going to do? Right. You gotta run with it. You got to find a place to express it. Love it.
So what school has culinary and volleyball?
The CIA, the Culinary Institute of America
Really?
in Manhattan. Yeah.
Has
Excellent.
volleyball.
Yeah. He was looking at Johnson and Wales in Rhode Island, which is like his top choice. It's been like his school that he's been wanting to go to for a few years now. And then he started playing volleyball. He was like, Mom, I can't go to Johnson and Wales because they don't have volleyball. And I was like, what? Like, we've been talking about this school. And he's like, yeah, no, they don't have volleyball. I was like, whatever, kid.
Well,
Priorities.
Hey, it might save you a couple bucks too if you can get a scholarship, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I mean, both. So my two oldest, right? So my oldest is 23, and he is literally finishing up his master's degree in education, and we have zero debt on him.
Nice.
For his full education. And then because he went local, right? So he went to Western Washington University, which is here in town, and got some scholarships and stuff. And we didn't have to, we covered because he lived at home basically. And then my second, he's same story, lives in the basement, totally autonomous. We're not like in his, he's a transitioning adult, right? He still comes up for dinner. I see him and all that. But again, it's like, those bills come in from the colleges. They're real, right? They're big, and they are scary because it's like, okay, I got to cough up some cash like now. And so my second, his scholarships aren't quite as rich as the first, but still most of it's covered, and it's good stuff. So to you, Sam, when your son is ready to go, you'll take that CIA program, right? It's it's a really good program. And he's going to, so the high school that he goes to has like a trade school that they've partnered with. Mm-hmm.
So it's called BOCES. So he'll go to a day trade school. And science he'll have at his regular high school, and then he'll get shuttled over to the tech school and be able to take culinary classes there, and he can earn scholarships through there.
Nice. All right, so you said the word Manhattan, and I don't know if you remember, but my wife and I are actually going to be in Manhattan in
June?
a week.
In a week?
Yes.
Ooh.
We are. So we travel on the 9th, so Thursday, and then we will be in Manhattan on Friday and Saturday, and then we travel early on Sunday home, so on the 12th. So the 10th and the 11th, we're going to be in this big city doing whatever yokels from the West Coast do when they go to the big city, walking around at Times Square, taking pictures, and all that Home Alone stuff. And so I don't know, how far are you from Manhattan and all that? Are you going to be around?
I'm a train ride away. I can come see you.
That'd be fantastic. We would love it. Now the only thing we have to do is All right. So don't do this. All right, people, young people who go on vacation, don't buy timeshares. Okay, don't. Okay,
Yeah.
just resist the temptation.
The temptation.
Those salespeople are really, really good. All right,
They are.
they're so good, and so just don't buy it, because when you get home and you're like, oh, what did I do? Why? And it isn't even that. It's like there's still this dream. There's this hope. There's this dream alive that you could go and you could do that. And you've heard people who've used their timeshare, and then you have all these kids and you try to work it out and you try to schedule it, and it's like, oh, I got the red week, but I'm like 1,000 points short of being able to go and blah blah. It's like endless hassle, right?
Mhm.
It's not even like the hassle factor. We lost Asher.
Bye, Asher.
Oh well, we
Sorry,
just,
Asher.
he left us. So anyway, yeah, don't do that. But we are going to New York because Hilton called us and said, you got to come to New York. We got a new thing. We want to upsell you, and we're going to get you back in and blah 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 blah. Okay. So we're gonna go.
So you're going to get another timeshare?
I don't know well, they're gonna pitch us, but it means that we
Resist the urge.
I am.
Resist it.
But we get 3 nights in New York, super cheap, and I bought the plane tickets with airline miles, and yeah, so it's not
Nice.
quite a free trip, but it's as close as you're gonna get, and so that's how
Cool.
it's being funded. So we'll be there next weekend, Friday and Saturday. My wife has a cousin who lives in somewhere by Wall Street, somewhere kind of down in there, and we're gonna go hang out with him for a little bit. But otherwise, we're just gonna be doing our Hilton timeshare show thing. So yeah, so let me know, like how far, like what kind of train ride, like 6 hours, an hour, 10 minutes,
Like an hour.
Okay. So yeah, we'll stay in touch, because
Yeah.
that'll be awesome.
I'm in the
Like,
island.
we'll just I don't even know what that means. What does the island mean? I don't know.
So when you look at a map, right, you have the continental US.
Yeah.
And then right off of the side of New York is like a little fish. And
Okay.
that's Long Island. And I am on Long Island.
Now, isn't
I'm like-
Manhattan on Long Island too, or is that
No,
separate?
you have to go off of Long Island to get into Manhattan. So it's funny because everybody who is around like the tri-state area,
Yeah.
like New York, Connecticut, Jersey, that kind of stuff, we just call Manhattan the city.
Yeah.
Like it's just the city.
Okay.
So I can get to the city in like, I don't know, an hour, maybe less.
Okay. And you live on the island.
I live on the island.
Okay. All right. All right. I get confused about these things.
See,
Like,
Brooklyn and Queens is part of the island, but they don't like to be known as being part of the island. They like to be known as being part of the city.
oh, That's
That's
of
where it
course
gets
they do. Right. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. That's where I get a little bit confused, because so Brooklyn. Of course, I see that now. I'm looking at a map. All right.
Yeah.
So the island goes out to the right.
Yeah.
And I can kind of see it looks a little bit like an alligator. Or I could see like maybe a salmon, like coming in to spawn.
Well,
or
so
something
the
like that.
forks at the end, those are like the Hamptons and Montauk Point.
All right. So that's the fancy thing that we hear about, where like Billy Joel and all the
Oh
other
yeah.
all the other
It's
finance
fancy.
people live right
Yeah.
out there, out in the Hamptons.
So
Or-
like if you have the fish like right in the middle, that's
Yeah.
where I live.
okay, so like Bayshore or Farmingdale or whatever.
Oh my gosh, Bayshore is the next town over. I'm in East Islip.
All right, all right. I'm looking at a map, right? East Islip. Gotcha. All right, that's where you are. Okay, and there's a train that goes all the way into the city.
Yeah, I'm like 5 minutes from the train.
Okay, cool. Because I suspect we'll be in Midtown, but I'm
And
not clear.
we can try to see if Stephen N can meet up with us.
Oh, that would be fun.
We could have an epic party. There's got to be more New Yorkers around. I mean, it
Oh,
can't-
there's so many. There's so many.
let's have let's okay, so one of my plans is like, so my whole deal on New York is that one of the best nights of my life, all right, was I went out with my wife's cousin and my wife's cousin's wife. Right. So the cousin and the
Is that
wife's
like
cousin's
the
wife weren't married. Right. It was a different cousin and his wife. Right. So it was
cousin, second cousin,
I,
first removed kind of
I
thing?
don't know. I don't know. In-law, cousin-in-law kind of person. In-law,
Nathan can
double.
explain it.
And Nathan. Listen, we'll leave it to the professor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so we went out, and I tell you, we started at one of the houses, then we went and had pizza, and then we went to this like it was like a cappella kind of Shakespearean play at NYU where all these students, where they didn't have a stage, they didn't have any props, any costumes or anything, but they just did the play. And
Acapella?
well, I don't have a better word for it. Like where there was no
Production?
script. There was no production. There was no like, they didn't have like, they weren't reading lines. They were
You mean like
acting.
what we did?
No.
Impromptu?
No, it wasn't impromptu. It was a Shakespeare play. I don't remember which one, but
Okay.
like they memorized it and they were reciting the lines that they knew, and they were acting the parts, but they were just wearing their street clothes, and there was no stage. We were just in a room.
Aw.
Like there was probably 20 audience members, and then there was all these students who were actors, and they came in and they acted this play, but it was like in a classroom. Yeah.
Interesting.
It was unbelievable. And you were so in the middle of it, and all the old English language and stuff that just evaporated almost immediately.
Yeah.
And how controlled they were. So we did that, and then we just proceeded to go to these bars after bar after bar after bar. And by 4 a.m., we ended up at this French fry place in Greenwich, I think, or somewhere kind of one of these little crossover neighborhoods. And they were selling French fries at 4 a.m. And there was a line out the door, right? Because it's New York City, and that's what happens there. And so everybody's
It's
eating.
literally the city that never sleeps.
And then so we had the French fries, and I'm sort of staggering out by this time, and they're like, okay, you got to get back to the hotel. So okay, I get a taxi or whatever back to the hotel. I just flat out collapse on the bed, fully dressed. An hour later, I get up and I go to the airport and I go home. And
nice.
it was one of those kinds of things. And then it was like 6 months later that there was this big gas line explosion or something, or maybe it was a couple years later or something.
Probably.
Like a massive gas line explosion, and it blew up the French fry place. Yeah, I know. So the French fry place is gone. It's obliterated to smithereens.
That sucks.
I know. It is.
Do you like corned beef and like pastrami and stuff?
Oh, of course. I love all that stuff.
Oh, you got to go to Katz's Deli.
All right, let's go to Katz's Deli. Let's.
That's where Harry met Sally. They have like the whole table set up and everything.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. All right, we gotta do that. Let's go to. Is it KATZ?
KATZ. Yeah.
Okay. He's
Their sandwiches are like this.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's where they went.
Take pictures.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to live vicariously through y'all.
Okay. So we're gonna go to we're gonna meet at Katz's. We're gonna eat some pastrami. You're gonna meet my beautiful wife, and you're gonna get to know her a little bit because she's awesome, and you'll love her. And so so we'll take some pictures. Hopefully, Steven can come.
Yeah.
And who else in our world is anywhere nearby that they might be able to show up?
Nicole.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to say her last name.
I know who you're talking about.
It's like a hyphenated name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have a week to figure it out. Well, so
We'll
let's
from Trinidad.
Let's organize a party. That should be good. All right. New York City party, Katz's Deli. I'm traveling. It's going to be awesome. All right. Well, with that, it is.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Nicole.
Susanna?
Yeah.
Look at that. Susanna, it's right on the spot. Bam.
Yep.
Susanna and Dawn. Yes, the New York City experience. Sam and Trevor in the house. Amber, it's not that far from Ohio to New York City. I mean,
I know. I'm trying to think what I've got scheduled on the 11th.
You could hit that. Why not?
New York City. Sounds
Yeah.
like you have New York City scheduled for the
Yeah.
11th.
I mean, they got
Look
3 or
at
4
the
airports.
calendar, like seriously.
They got
Ken
LaGuardia.
says
Good night, Adam.
juniors for cheesecake. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes.
Well,
All
if I
right.
can talk my neighbor into watching the cats, then
You might make it. Yeah. I mean, no pressure. No pressure. Nothing, what the heck?
Bye,
is he, am
Yeah,
I staying at your house?
Because in real life is not what it's all about, as you know, because you didn't go to Colorado and meet Greg and
Exactly.
who else did you meet? You met Greg and
Summer.
Yes. So, I mean, that didn't happen and that wasn't awesome. So, and
Not a bit.
yeah. And I didn't just get back from
Great.
Scottsdale where I met 5,000 LinkedIn people and all these hot shots. So
I'll be in San Antonio the end of April.
Okay.
So
Well, that'll be exciting. Yeah. So
Looking for people
you'll see Brian and maybe who else? Who else is in San Antonio?
Henry
Okay.
and Natalie.
Wow. Awesome. Wow.
So,
That'll be great. Can't wait to see those pictures. Fantastic. Okay. So let's call it a night and let everybody go. Love you guys. Thanks for showing up. Sam, we're gonna see you in a week. All right. That's what's gonna happen.
Sounds good.
1 week from tonight, we're gonna be hanging out and it's gonna be ridiculously amazing. And if you can go live, on your phone, we'll have to do that. Because I haven't figured it out.
It's so easy.
I know. I'm sure it is. I just haven't.
It's so easy.
I haven't done it
we'll
yet.
plan something. We'll get together and have a night out on the town. My husband knows where to go, so I'll just be like, babe, we have to go somewhere. And he can help us figure it out.
Perfect. I can't wait. All right. Okay. With that, then have a lovely evening. Hope that your son does just amazingly well in the volleyball stuff and the games, whatever's coming up for you guys. I hope it just kills it. So, all right. With that, I'll see you soon. Right? Okay.
good night.
All right. Good night,
Good night,
everybody. Take care.
guys.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.